Welcome everybody to a character creation for our D&D 5th edition's Emberfall. I have Mondo and Nif here with me. Nif's got to create his characters, so they're going to do their thing.
Hi guys.
Hi. So you're gonna roll for all of your for your race, your class, all that stuff.
Pretty much any decision that I would normally make, I'm just gonna roll. And I told Bacon I was kind of just doing this to push me out of my comfort zone, and it gives me a chance to get a class that I would normally play, but it also gives me a chance to get a class in some races that I would never pick. So I think that's gonna be the strat.
All right. So I mean, we're using standard array for ability scores. So I guess we should. You'll want to figure out where those go. So I guess start rolling for for everything else first, so you can put them where you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you want me to roll? What do we want to do? How do we want to do this? I guess how many races, classes am I choosing from, and then we'd have to kind of designate
Okay. Let's
what sided die I'm rolling.
let's take a quick look at all the possible races.
I know, there's going to be a lot. I was like, I'll pull out my handbook for this. But
Is there more than 20?
Well, I'll just use what I have listed in the handout.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So we've got Aasimar, Dragonborn, Dwarf, Elf, Half Orc.
Nif, what have you played? You've played a dwarf, right?
I played a dwarf. Mostly played like thieves and ranger types. I played a dwarf, and then of course I played Ash in the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
And then Dan Frostbeard was the first dwarf, and then after I was not a dwarf. I was a elf, dark elf,
Yeah, I think you were a dark elf.
a drove or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we kept playing the whole we wanted to go into caves things, and then we ended up not even worrying about sunlight. So
Yeah. Can you see the map on Roll20 that he made? He made that. Yeah.
huge.
It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely excited.
We'll tell you what the composition of characters and classes here.
Okay. Do you want to tell me after I roll?
Yeah,
or
after. Yeah.
All right. So why don't you roll 2d8? If you get a 16, re-roll.
Okay. Roll 2d8.
Yeah.
12.
5 and a 7 or 12.
12. That would make you a halfling.
Okay. Little short guy. Hey guys. What's up? Okay. Cool. Halfling. Do I have a character sheet that I can start filling out, or?
Yes, and it should be editable.
Character backgrounds?
Editable. Editable.
There we go. Yeah. Character sheet. Halfling. Is it just one word, or is there a dash in halfling?
One word.
Cool.
All right, classes will be a little bit easier to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 classes, so just a D12.
Rolling 1d12. 6. Even kill.
So that would make you a monk.
Sweet. Sweet. I like it.
So we have 3 monks then.
3 monks.
3.
Okay. We'll be like the 3 wise men. We'll be walking around. Like...
This will be so. We're gonna die so fast.
No, it's okay. It's good.
No, it's good. It's good. We'll figure it out.
Work it out.
That's
Okay.
so
Other than class and race, what other things would we need to be rolling for?
I guess it really depends on On you, sort of like.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll? Do you want to do your background randomly?
Background and alignment, I think, would be good to. Yeah, we could just rock it out. And then after background alignment, then I will assign the standard array of traits or whatever.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so let's roll another 2d8 for a background.
Okay. 2d8. 12. Consistence.
Huh.
I am very consistent.
So your background would be soldier. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, soldier.
Okay. I'm a what is that? What is that movie? Something monk like the. Oh, gosh. Was it Jet Li? Or I don't know.
Talking
Okay,
about
so-
Ip Man.
I don't know. Or like he's a monk, but like he does kind of take on the soldierly role. I don't know. I'll think of it later. All right, background soldier, class monk, trace happening. Rapid.
Okay, so for your alignment,
Yep.
I'm trying to avoid flat out evil characters unless they have like a whole other motive. Like I'm not looking for any like, backstabbing kind of evil
Okay.
kind of
So you want to
stuff.
limit my roles to a specific scope? That's fine.
Sort of, maybe.
Okay.
Let's do it like this. Give me a D-hundy. Give me a percentile die roll.
The
And let
hundo.
me see if I'm going to throw some evil into there as an option since we're trying to do this random.
28. 28%.
Okay, so it won't be an option.
Okay.
So we got lawful good, lawful neutral, neutral good, neutral, chaotic neutral, chaotic good. All right, so that'd just be 6, so a D6.
Should have just used the dice tools.
Damn.
So that would be chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral. All right.
I think that's what most of us are.
I think so. If not possibly all of you.
Yeah.
Everybody else went by just pure choice, right? Like they chose what they wanted to be and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's chaotic neutral.
Okay.
But of course alignment is fluid. If you find like your character,
Yeah.
if you
doing
find that you're
certain
playing him
feats
for a while, right,
Okay. All right. Should I go ahead and assign my numbers?
Yes.
Okay. And the standard array was 15, 14, 12. What was it?
15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Okay. Let's see. Monk and a halfling, like wisdom and intelligence is what I'm shooting for, or
Well, with the monk, I mean, you would definitely want to go for a high dex, and you're going to get +2 just for being a halfling on your dex.
okay.
Roll another D3.
Okay.
For your sub race, unless you want to choose a sub race.
Yep. 1.
Okay, so you would be a what's the first halfling choice? First halfling choice would be Lightfoot.
Lightfoot. Okay, where's a good place to put that in the character sheet? Just personal traits or something, or
Once you start doing like your features and traits,
yeah.
when you open those up, like when you start entering your traits, you can put like the halfling luck. You could put like for under race, you can put halfling Lightfoot.
Gotcha. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna stick it up in my race next to Halfling. There's but Halfling dash Lightfoot, and then when I go back in, I'll put those traits in.
Yeah, so for being a Halfling Lightfoot, you start out with a Dex increase of 2 and a Con increase of 1.
Okay.
So now you will want your Dex to be kind of on the high side, just for monkness.
Okay.
And Wisdom also factors into your armor class if you don't plan on wearing any armor as a monk. So
Any armor that I do wear would override that.
right, like if you put on some armor after that, that would override that. So that's up to you whether or not you want to go unarmored or.
Okay. My saving throws, is it automatically ticked? Like right now, my saving throws has a tick in strength and dexterity. I don't know if that's automatic or if I accidentally clicked those.
Nope. Yeah, that's automatic. Once you selected monk as your class, it automatically selected those.
Okay. All right. So I guess I will do 15 dexterity.
So you can bump that up immediately to 17.
Okay. Dexterity 17. We'll do. I really want to be smart. We'll do intelligence 14, wisdom 13.
Okay, which would make it 14 because again, you get that that bonus to your con for halflingness.
Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. Constitution, you said?
Yeah, as a Oh no, wait, hang on.
Or
I was looking at the charisma. Your charisma goes up by 1, so your con would just be whatever you would choose for your con. Your charisma goes up by 1 as a Lightfoot.
Gotcha.
I was looking too far down the page.
All right. So I got 15, 14, 13, 14, 8. I guess strength will be 8. Kind of sucks, but whatevs. Constitution 12 and charisma 10 plus the 1, which would be 11.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can you see my sheet as well?
Yes.
Okay. Does it look right to you?
Yep. All right. So first, let's fix your armor class. If you go into the sheet settings,
Yep.
Center column where it says armor class tracking, you want to switch that to custom, unless you already know this.
Let's try. Do not keep me on
Okay,
custom. Yeah. Okay.
And then you'll put Dex and you'll put Dex and Web. Your Whiz, yeah. So 10 plus Dex and Whiz. Yep.
Cool. And they automatically save, right? I don't have to click save.
Right.
Cool. All right, so we're at 14 armor class. It's not terrible for a monk with 8 strength.
Mm-mm.
Just need to stay at range and fling those spells, man. Monks, they have a lot of healing. Like, is there? Can you kind of track into a healing spec as opposed to like a damage dealer or something?
I think
Since
there's
we have 3 monks.
I think there's an archetype for it, but we have to get to level 3, so we won't have any healing until a while. Like if that's even the case.
Yeah, well, all 3 monks have the same basic attacks then.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so next I guess we should go ahead and start selecting your skills. As a soldier, you automatically get athletics and intimidation.
Okay. So just check mark those.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics, intimidation. Okay.
And then as a monk, you can choose 2 from acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth.
Okay. I probably won't roll for these. I'll just go ahead and pick acrobatics, athletics, insight, stealth, and religion.
Yeah. So if you're going to roll for it, we can take athletics out of there.
Since I already have it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, all right, let's just roll. Yeah, let's roll. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I guess roll d4 plus 1.
Okay. 1d4 plus 1, 3.
So that would give you insight, and then roll it again.
5.
Insight and stealth.
That's not bad.
No. Okay. So that's my soldier and my monk skills.
Oh wait, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had you roll. Your first roll was a 2?
A 2 plus 1, which is a 3. Yeah, the plus 1.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, never mind. When I was counting in my head, I kept taking athletics. I kept leaving it in there.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Cool. All right, is that all my skills? Yes?
No, you also get from being a soldier, you get proficiency with one type of gaming set.
Okay.
And land vehicles. And you can add those in your tool proficiencies.
Okay, so not other tool proficiencies. Okay. Proficiency with a what?
One type of gaming set.
Gaming set. What does the one type of mean? Like, I could choose the type of gaming set and then, like, no other gaming set? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, like you're just like really good at like a particular game, like 3 Dragon Ant. What are the games? Like there are games.
Okay.
I can find them and then I'll let you know, and you guys can move on.
Yeah, they can just find out how many there are, and I'll just roll to see which one I'm proficient at.
Okay.
Okay. It says proficiency bonus, proficient, attribute related to that proficiency.
It would depend on what was going on. Generally, the game would probably be generally it would be like a wisdom or intelligence check, but you know there could be a situation where something like that, for instance, it was going to be like 3 Dragon Ante, like it might be more dex based.
Okay.
If you were the one flipping the cards around, but if you were like looking at the cards, then it might be more wisdom based.
Okay. So if that were to come up in game, I could change the attribute as I selected it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one was some kind of vehicle, you said?
Land vehicles, just in general. So like, you know, you can commandeer a wagon like without like really any sort of difficulty. It's generally it's more of like a flavor kind of like a proficiency, but you know it can come in useful, especially if you start trying to do something like if you're doing like a crazy wagon chase through a city. Yeah. Like that'll definitely
let me take the reins, guys. There. I got this.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nif, go ahead and roll a d4.
Okay. Roll 1d4. 4.
Yeah, 3 Dragon Ante set. That's what your gaming set is.
All right.
Yeah, so if you're moving the cards around, yeah, it'd be dex.
Gotcha. I'm rolling a lot of crits here, fellas. I don't know if you're seeing this. 4 crits in 7 or 8 rolls. That's nuts. Nice. Double rolls. Anyways. All right.
That's true, though.
Yeah, like a lot of crits, relatively.
Okay, I guess next would just be starting to select your weapons and such, like what sort of weapons you want to use. Your personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. You can, you know. Well, actually, you wanted to roll everything, didn't you?
Sure.
All right. Give me a D8 roll.
Okay.
Oh my god! Again, that's 3 crits in a row.
Okay. Well, that would have made you support staff.
Okay, that's
that's your specialty. Yeah. So you would have been like a cook, a blacksmith, or the like. That was your specialty.
Goes
in your unit.
Oh, okay. So that would go where, like, first
Um,
You can put it in your background. So if you go to your bio on your character sheet, you can just type in there.
Support staff. When you said support staff, like initially I was like, I'm getting a cool staff. Like what?
You're getting like a ladle,
Yeah.
maybe.
Staff in my military unit.
And then I guess roll a d8 twice. Not 2d8, but a d8 twice.
Dude, I just rolled another crit. And a 2.
Dude, that's 4 in a row.
Insane. Next Sunday, I'm going to roll all critical fails. So.
Okay, so for your personality traits, you face problems head on. A simple, direct solution is the best path to success. And you're haunted by memories of war. You can't get the images of violence out of your mind. Now give me a d6 for your ideal.
Haunted by images of war, can get out of our mind. Face problems head on. Simple what?
Direct solution is the best path to success.
Okay. And then D10, you said?
D6.
6. 1d6. 5.
Live and let live is your ideal. Ideals aren't worth killing over or going to war for.
That's like pretty much how I live my real life, so.
Yeah, that is how you are in real life.
Ideas are not worth that. What was it? The last part? Ideas.
Ideals are not worth killing over or going to war for.
Okay. All right.
And then a d6 for your bond.
1. There's my first critical fail.
I would still lay down my life for the people I served with.
Okay.
And then one last d6 for your flaw.
4.
My hatred of my enemies is blind and unreasoning.
That's where that chaotic comes in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're like, hey guys, it's not. Oh my god, I hate that person.
As long as you're not my enemy, live and let live. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. If you're my enemy, though, burning your house to the ground.
He's cool. He's cool. He's cool. Fuck that guy.
Yes, yes, exactly. All right, cool. Now weapons. Yes.
Yeah, you just got to do some starting equipment stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can choose whether or not you want to roll for your starting gold, or if you just want to take the stuff that comes with your background and class.
So I will take I'll take what comes with the class, just so I don't roll less.
Okay.
I mean, I know there's probably a chance I could roll more, but
I think with the background, I don't know what soldiers get, so I couldn't tell you. But as a monk, you only roll a 5x4, I think. A 5d4, so you could potentially have 20. And I think as a soldier, you could probably have somewhere similar to that. Let me check.
You roll both.
Soldiers 10.
Yeah, plus all the stuff you get for that would just be your 10 gold pieces in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Plus like everything else that the class and background gives you.
Should I roll? Should I roll for gold? I mean, it doesn't matter to me. What's my potential best outcome without rolling, I guess? What is my how much will I get if I don't roll for gold?
What was your background?
Soldier.
Oh, it'd be the same. It'd be 10 gold pieces in cash plus all the stuff that just comes with your...
Oh, okay.
So as a monk, you would start out with, equipment-wise, a short sword or any simple weapon.
Any simple weapon.
Yeah, and any simple weapon you use, you can, as a monk, becomes a finesse weapon, and it becomes a monk weapon. Any simple weapon.
Okay.
So, if you picked, quarterstaff, you could use that as a monk weapon, and you would be able to use your dex instead of strength for your attacks with it.
Yeah. Is there such thing as a torch as a weapon? Is that a simple weapon?
A torch?
Yeah, like a torch. Like it's a torch, but it behaves as like a quarterstaff or some, you know what I'm saying? But it looks like I'm carrying a torch. Does that make sense?
You want to like beat people down with a torch?
Maybe.
I can tell you what they're
like a longer kind of torch, like a tiki torch.
Sure. It's like light. It's like creating light, but it's also like almost like a walking stick.
I would absolutely allow you to have something like that, like to fashion a torch like on top of your quarterstaff. Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay, so in my items, I'm just gonna call it torch staff. Or should I designate torch quarterstaff?
Well, just what you should do is from the compendium over the chat there, the letter I and stuff. I would just drag quarterstaff just into your equipment.
Okay.
And that'll automatically put the weapon in your attacks and spellcasting box. So if you just type in quarterstaff there.
So I'm typing it in my character sheet under equipment.
No.
In the chat, in the D&D 5th edition, search for spell item.
Right, yeah, just quarterstaff, yeah.
And then select the first one.
Yeah, and then just drag it into your equipment list.
He knows the secrets that we've never learned. Okay, cool. How do you delete an item from that list? Because I accidentally started with one.
If you click the little lock underneath the bottom, once you unlock it, it'll give you the option to delete.
Cool. All right, so I got my quarterstaff.
And then if you want to add slash torch after it or something along those lines.
Okay. Can you give me a sense of how much range of light I maybe can create if we do if we walk into dark spaces and I have this torch, how much light am I creating? 2x2, 4x4?
I think torches are 10 bright or 20 bright, 10 dim. I think but so. I can't remember. A decent amount, not a lot.
But yeah, I think it's 30 feet, 10 of which is bright, and
okay. If you want to
20 foot radius, dim light for so 40. So it provides.
Say if you want to half that,
20 feet.
Since technically it's my weapon and my item. If you want to half that, I'm okay with that too.
No, that'd be fine because the torch would still do the same amount of light.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Other things you get just for being a monk would be. Well, do you have a copy of the Player's Handbook?
Not on me.
So I think he can type in monk the same way that he typed in quarterstaff, and he can click on it, and you'll have starting equipment and everything.
Starting equipment, yeah.
Yep.
Short sword, any simple weapon, a Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack, 10 darts. Okay. Are all those things also found in the same place I'm typing?
Yeah, you could find the darts in there and stuff. And
all right, I'm gonna take the Dungeoneer's pack. Boom. And then darts. 10 darts. I don't know if the darts is gonna work the same way or not. Dart.
It should.
Yeah, just dart.
Do I need to drag 10 in, or can I just change?
No, you just drag 1 in, and then yeah, you can just change the.
Darts. All right. Quarterstaff, Dungeoneer's Pack, darts. Alternatively, you may start with gold to buy your own equipment. Okay. Not doing that.
I'm just going to select that to use as a resource. Real quick.
So when I use it, it starts to lower it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Dude, we have 2 halflings. We have 3 monks. Fire Genasi.
Okay.
What was Nif? He was your class, right? Or your race? He
The
was
dire elf, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is?
Nif or Prylor, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Dire elf.
So we have no like tanks.
We have no tanks and we have no healers.
Yeah, you have no spellcasters.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be like throwing each other around, doing some acrobatic shit.
Yeah. We'll just be shooting darts at people.
Yeah, throwing some throwing stars and stuff.
Yeah. All right. So my attacks are automatically put in. That's glorious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you click the gear for the settings next to your quarterstaff,
Yeah.
if you open that up, you'll want to change your attack from strength to dex on that quarterstaff because you're a monk. And Bacon, you had a staff too, right?
Yeah, I believe I already did it.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything else on here is good. Saving throw, all that good stuff. Damage, 1d8. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about damage? 1d. It says 1d6 plus strength on damage. Is that accurate?
No, change that to dex as well. Yeah. So that'd be your dex on that.
Mondo, I also added an unarmed attack for mine. I know it's a D4, but does it use dex or anything like that, or should I put it as nothing? Should it be a flat D4?
No, that would use your dex.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I will keep it the way it is. Cool. It's really cool how they added bless in here, so you can just check bless and we'll roll it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, if someone gave you a bless. Not that you guys have anyone that would give you a bless.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good stuff. If it looks like our team is gonna die, I will lay on the sword and sacrifice myself so everyone else can live, and I will
come back as
as a fighter or
something.
Something. This is why I suggested that I could also play as Phil and fill in what we need, but Bacon's like, no, go ahead and roll.
Well, my thing was that I wanted you to play something or do what you were initially wanting to do and not changing based off of... Because if you were doing it with us yesterday, you might have changed your mind, but that was what you originally said, so...
True.
I think it's most fun when you get to do what you want. Or, like you said, roll and play it that way. It's going to be fun. But then I think the only things that you really need to do, Nif, is add like your traits and stuff based off your background and class and race. So, for instance, like being a halfling, you have some stuff. Being a monk, you have some stuff, and then you can
and I can do that
off. Yeah, you don't need to type it in now, but just make sure that it's typed in and you understand like the mechanics of it. And what's really cool about it is once you type it in and you do it, like you can hit like this and it will roll it for you, so people can see like what my background like as an entertainer does for me, and for us, which is cool.
And that goes in features and traits on the main core page, right? Yeah,
and you can just hit the plus, and then it will allow you to choose like racial, class, background, stuff like that, which is really cool. Because then it allows Mondo to not have to look through the book or anything. He's like, if we already have it in there, we can just click it, and he could be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I think we're good. We got like still 3 monks, man. 3 monks. It's gonna be awesome.
3 monks, and you said 2 halflings
and 2, but 2. Yeah, one of
2 little dudes running around.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to be. The good thing is that all 3 monks decided to take stealth, and then we have a rogue, so she's stealthy, I believe, too. So we should be able to hide about.
So we can appear as though we are one person when really we are 5.
Yeah.
4? Is it 4 or 5?
There's 4 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So we can pretend that we all like walk in one single file and it appears to be one person.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Cool.
be fun. Mondo, did you want to share anything with Nif? I know we asked some questions or whatnot yesterday, but I don't know if I know he has both handouts, or if Nif, you had any questions for Mondo about the world or anything about what's going on. So you better know about the campaign or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any questions at the moment. I read through your introductory sheet, and it definitely sounds interesting. And from my experience, the ones that I've done so far, no one's put this much forethought into it. So it's like, now I'm like stepping up to the big leagues, ready to play some good campaigns. But not to knock anybody else.
Sure.
So from the chat where I was like typing in monk and things like that, can I find like all features and traits that I need within Roll20? Can I find all that in there?
Yeah, you should be able to find it.
Handbook?
You should be. Well, that is technically from the handbook. So yeah, you can just use that, and then I don't know if you can like drag and put over there. You might have to type it out, but it'll at least give you that.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not available to drag and drop yet. And Lightfoot is the one that's included in the compendium, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you were a Lightfoot, and and it's just one thing. Just think about what you might be doing in Emberfall. Just based on the handout and such. Yeah, it's like you should have enough information. Although if you have any questions or anything, feel free to just hit me up in in chat or something, and I can we can work together on what you might be doing there, or if you're from further away, something along those lines.
Okay.
And the other thing is everyone should and I'll put something in chat, but I'd like everyone to give me a portrait of their character so I can make tokens.
Okay.
Like whether you draw it yourself or just find some nice public domain kind of picture, or just something that
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. I should get everything in terms of a backstory and why I'm where before Friday. That way you and I can touch base before the show on Sunday.
Cool.
Awesome. Cool. Yep. Well, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And everybody who is supporting over here on Patreon, really appreciate that, too. Emberfall starts on October 15th. We're doing that at 7 p.m. PDT, and we're going for 4 hours instead of 3. So we're going for 4 hours. We'll be good. But thanks, guys. Much love, and we'll talk to you guys on next Sunday.
All right. See you guys.
Yep.